Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Fortune Striker, and today I'm going to be presenting my updated Predaplant deck profile. Now, basically this is the update with the Maximum Crisis set, and I didn't want to go ahead and wait for the new fusion card to come out later this month, and also trying to get the Ultra Polymerization, which they didn't have it in the store yesterday. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the deck profile, and then I'll give you another update of it sometime once I get the complete sets, and then try to see around how the deck will work with it. So until then, we'll go straight to the deck profile here. So enjoy. Alright, so obviously you gotta play 3 Longfire Blossoms. This is your main key card. One of your main key cards, you start things off, you go ahead, normal, tribute, summon this over and over until you summon another plant, depending on how your hand goes. Alright, and if you end up having copies, well, it kind of messes you up. Alright. And next up, Triple Padonia. This is the Guaiba of the deck, basically, because it is basically the Guaiba in a plant form. It's 1800, and basically whenever it battles, and I repeat, battles, not destroys a monster, battles, a Predaplant monster, a monster your opponent controls, it goes ahead and then specials a Predaplant from your deck to the field, other than itself, and whenever it's no more special, you get to go ahead and place a Predaplant counter on your opponent's monster and make it turn into level 1 with a counter. Basically, sadly though, I wish the product counters would only work with also with XC, saying, oh, if it's a rank up, it turns into a level, and yada yada. That'd be like so great right now. Sorry. Fixing it up. Alright, next up, the brand new Predaplant Scorpio. Basically, this is the terror top of the card. Whenever it's no more special, you send a monster from your hand to the graveyard and special any Predaplant monster from your deck to the field other than itself, so it doesn't like terror top or anything, but it's smart. And then you also play the one Cobra. The reason you play only one is because you can play a couple more, but its effect is once per duel. For whenever it's special summon, you get to go ahead and add a fusion or polymerization from your deck to the hand. And yeah, so it's only once per duel. But you basically want to go ahead and get this out, or you can go and get your lizard out. So you can go ahead and just perform the fusion summon. But this guy here gets you out your fusion recycling plan, or like I said, polymerization, or even the refusion. Next is the main card of the deck, which is the Ultimate Contact Fusion card. We call him Lizard because no one's gonna pronounce his fucking name, or we call it Chlamydia, which is funny. So with yeah, so we're just gonna call Predaplant Chlamydia. What he basically does, for those who don't know, is that he gets to contact fuse any monster from your hand, your field, or your opponent's field if it has a Predator counter, and then they treat that monster on your opponent's field as a dark, and then you fusion summon for a dark monster. It is like pretty great. That's why you always gotta use the Predator counters, because it's so amazing. Next, we play the one of the best searchers ever in the deck, Predaplant Cerician. This is your hand trap as well. Whenever you take a direct attack, special summon it, and then if your opponent destroys it by battle, you get to go ahead and destroy the attacking monster that killed this. And then when this card leaves the field from battle or card effect, you get to go ahead and add any Predator card from your deck to your hand, except itself. So, and it's only once per turn for that time. But the hand trap one's like anytime you want. So this card is just amazing. So when you fuse it, especially with this guy's effect or a polymerization or anything, it's just way off to basically thin out your deck a lot. So you have to play 3. All right, no arguments. Because the faster you see this card, the more it helps you. 2 Gofu. 2 Gofu basically helps you go ahead and get your tokens off. So you can go ahead and have a defense, or you can go ahead and start things off, fuse, and whatever. And then when links do come out, if this card is not really hit yet, which Konami they will, because I'm not going to be surprised, but if Konami was ever dumb, like they always are, and do hit this card, or like not hit this card at all, you can go ahead and use this at 2, not 3, just 2. And then you special go off, and then it's just fusion summon, if you got your lizard or anything else. Then I got the, oh yeah, I got them. Because I got one from trade yesterday from my boy Noel. The 2 Ash Blossoms of Joy Springs, aka Ghost Ash. And this card, holy crap, in testing was amazing. Felt like a guy with a Mermail deck. Oh my god, fucking locked them out. No searching, man. This card is just loving it. Man, I love it. It's the best hand trap in the fucking world. I'm so glad. I only need 2. I know you need 3 2 main, 1 inside. Letting you guys know that's very important to most decks. For me, I don't really need for a third. I'm kind of fine with 2. I know people might argue it, but it's okay with me because how I build it. And if I do get a third, I might use it for side deck. I have to cut things out, but I kind of like how I have for now and see. And then, of course, Maxi, because who the fuck isn't playing Maxi? And that's it for the monsters. For the spells, triple fusion recycling plant. Gotta play this card immediately in this deck. People can play 2, they can play 3. I prefer 3 because it's faster. I am not playing Terraform because I had to cut things out. And Terraform is kind of a little bit slow because every time I draw this or that, it's just too fast. And I have cards that sources out a lot, so it doesn't really matter. And this card basically gets a lot of fusion support help. Man, just adds polymerization from your deck to your hand or graveyard by discarding a card, and then you get to get back one of your fusion materials from the graveyard that you fused for the turn during your end phase. Card is fucking delicious. 3 Predaplant. Special is a level 4 lower Predaplant monster from your graveyard or hand. Level 4 lower to the field, but its effects are negate, which is the only downside. This card should have said this though, in my perspective. If it would have said from the hand special, it'll get the effect, but if it's special from the grave, its effects are negated. Then I wouldn't complain about it. This would have been a great card, but now it's just too much annoying. Because that's why you need to have like other cards like the Scorpio, because the Scorpio helps a lot. The Predaplant just made it slower with that rip-off effect. But don't worry, we have this card, Predaplant. Basically, it's Premature Burial with no cost. Special is a Predaplant monster from your graveyard to your field, including the fusion monster, so you can go it off, since they don't say, oh, this card can only be fusion summoned, because when you have cards like that, then you're kind of like, can't do anything unless you have refusion. But this card is just amazing, and I pretty much love it. I play now 2 refusions. Reason is because sometimes there are times I do need a second one, and I don't want to side deck it. I like to main deck it. So when you don't have it in your hand, which is better because you don't want to have it in your hand at the beginning of the duel, and then you like go for like Chimera or anything, you go ahead and add this to your hand, and then just special off one of your fusions from the graveyard that you need to use against your opponent. 1 infusion substitute and 1 polymerization. You usually want to get off your fusion substitute most of the time, and then later on when you have an extra fusion monster you need to get back or just get an extra draw, banish it and just draw a card. Polymerization just really helps, just being itself, so that's why I play both. Especially this card can trade as polymerization, which is fucking great. So it gets off of the fusion recycling. And then finally 2 Twin Twisters, because back row and field spells are fucking annoying the game today. And that's it for the spells. For the traps, still playing 3 Polynoises. Really great card. Tribute to plant. Negates a normal special summon or a spell trap activation and destroys it. It's your fucking judgment of the deck for plants with only tribute. That's it. That's the only cost you gotta do. And then just 1 warning because I had more space. And, again, just want to go ahead and negate the summons and shit. You're wondering where the allures are. Now, technically, after testing, people might not like what I'm about to say, but allure wasn't really as much as a help as it is, because I usually just get my plays off, and the drawings were like whatever. And then when I do need the certain cards, I end up like losing it, so I had to cut the allures. And I did Fingerstorm was a really good tech, but then, Fingerstorm had its moments. I mean, mostly for the Cerulean, because it destroys and you get the effect resolved, but I just don't really need that much drawing, except for the Maxi. But, that's my point. That's only my opinion, so I'm just saying. Alright. And then for the extra deck, 2 Kariba tokens for the Gofus. Alright. And then here we go. I just got a second one from yesterday, so now I'm playing 2 Greedy Venom. One was kind of like basically okay, but then like when there are times you need to go for a second one, it's just really great. Greedy Venom, for those who don't know what it does, is that once per turn you can target a monster your opponent controls. You get to negate effects, and you get to have its attack become 0 till the end of the turn. And then whenever this card is destroyed, you get to go ahead and destroy every other monster on the field, and then banish a level 8 or higher dark monster from your graveyard, and special summon this monster. It's a 3300 beat sig. It's really incredible, really great. It only can be summoned by a Predaplant monster and a dark monster whose original level is 8 or higher. So it doesn't really have to play. It doesn't have to be just Starving Venom. So it could be anything as long as you also it's level 8 or higher dark monster, and the other one's a Predaplant. And speaking of which, 3 starting Venoms. Also got the third one. I needed the third one. Card's amazing. When it's destroyed, it special summons a monster from basically your opponent's field. Only special summon monsters. And then when it's fusion summon, you get to go ahead, target that special summon monster, and you get to go ahead, gain to detect at the end of the turn. And if it's a monster, you have it, and then once per turn, if your opponent has a level 5 or higher, you get to replace this effect, keep the attack, and then just gain the attack, the effect of a monster. So you get to make this card pretty stupid. Alright, and finally, I play 3 Chimera Flasias. It just goes off basically. Sorry about the noise. It just goes off basically being a lot of graving cards. Whenever if there's a level similar to this or less than it, which is level 7, you get to go ahead and banish that monster. That's why you play the counters on it. When it battles a monster, that monster it battles loses 1,000 attack. This gains 1,000 attack. And then whenever it was sent to the graveyard, even especially whenever it was just sent there, on the next standby phase, whoever's next standby phase is next, after this card was sent to the graveyard from the turn before, add a polymerization or fusion card from your deck to your hand. Alright? That's like a lot of great, amazing stuff you see here. Alright? And that's it, because there's some people here, and I want to say I hope you guys enjoy the deck profile, guys. It's pretty great. Loving this deck a lot. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. What you think about the deck. Give this video a like. Share this to your friends. Subscribe if you're new. Like my Facebook page. And I hope to do the updates soon enough when I get into this card. So I'm doing the next deck profile. And this is Fortress Striker, signing off.